Alright, sweet, we are now live. At least I think we are. Okay, sweet, we are now live. So let's see what we got here. Welcome to the next... Alright, anyways. Welcome to the official third installment of the Paradox Q&A live stream. Now, I will be eating, drinking, and of course, gaming. The process of all this. Group. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. That is Paradox. So let's go to... Oh, okay, there. Nah. There we go. Sorry, I was at like 9,900. 9,000. Nah. That's pretty terrible. So anyways, let's talk about the future of the Paradox series. Well, for starters, if you guys are up to date on what's going on, is that in chapters 3 and chapters 3, 4, and 5, we just introduced an entirely new character, which is the Shannarian King. Obviously, move Snipe away for a minute. Sorry about that. Obviously, you know that the Shannarian King... Oh, hold up. Top. Give me top lane. Actually, I'm gonna call sup. Let's go sup. Please. As I was saying, just spam top lane. Anyways, so the cycle of life and death. Alright, so anyways, so as I was saying, the future Paradox really is dependent on... Okay, this is weird. Okay. So we'll just call that a little mishap. Okay. Anyways, the future Paradox really is really reliant on Rin and Leviathan. If you don't know who that is, well, too bad. Kidding. You guys should know. Just easy characters. Really, come on. I'm in the middle of a good speech here, and you're cutting me off. So anyways. Spam top. Sweet. We got top. And we're hitting lag. Alright. So it looks like we're fine so far. Stream health, it's orange. The internet's here can handle it. We got like the best internet in the neighborhood right now. So, Rin and Leviathan. Oh. The United States Shannarian King. Their role plays into the next trilogy, which is Taken King, King's Fall, the Taken King segment, Rise of Iron, and the Age of Triumph. But what's going on here in the early stages of Paradox is that when James shoots Rin, it basically sets off a signal saying that, oh, well, it's time to go after him. So the Vex are now saying, okay, so this is a weakness that's causing us to fail. So now they're starting to attack Leviathan. So he has to leave Rin and try to fight off the Vex. But in order to do that, he needs to take the Black Heart. But he can't do that because in his time, it's already been destroyed. So he needs someone from the past to go out and do it again. In this case, it is James, which is kind of the goal of Paradox is to kind of... Okay, this is... You know what? I'm just gonna do my own. Let's go to training, practice tool, confirm, start game. Yes, I understand. I'm not gonna get any IP from this. I'm gonna do Azir. I'm just gonna stream a shuffle with Azir. There we go. Alright. Shurima. Let's get that skin going on for him. So anyways, the whole goal of this is to show that the Vex do play a major role into how Leviathan acts. And we don't really see that a lot. Right now we just see a lot of the Fallen. And that's about it. And maybe not even really the Fallen so much as we see Guardian to Guardian. Gulp, gulp. So, when we see this, it's like, oh, there's more to it than just a Guardian to Guardian action. Duh. And it also sets up how we're going to introduce new characters. We are going to introduce Dredgen Yor. And Dredgen Yor, for the first couple of books, he's not that important. But he's just important enough to really get a grip on the last couple of, I can't say segments, I'm going to say chapters rather, of the entire series, which is going to be mainly in the Age of Triumph era. So when we're looking at the Age of Triumph, we see that they bring back Atheon, Crota, Axis, and Oryx. Not in that exact order, obviously, but it basically wants us to, it allows me to set up a giant comeback for everyone. So, Rin is introduced in the sense that, sorry if I'm like being all over the place, I'm just like, I don't know how to do all this. I'm still new to how to talk to an audience about something I'm working on, but we'll get there eventually. And we should be set for the stream shuffle. Anyways, there we go. Sorry if it seems a little bit laggy. It's laggy for me too. Alright, so we're getting a little bit of lag. No, actually we have 62 ping. That's actually very good. So it's just my internet trying to introduce itself to League. And of course the streaming portion of it. And so Paradox is basically an introduction of both of the two major characters that you'll see later on, and how the Vex do play a role. And that's what the Vex should have been, in my opinion. In the first place, they shouldn't have been showcased as weak beings that you can one hit in the gut. In the lore, they are so much more powerful. And I'd love to see that more coming from Bungie, and I'd love to see that happen more. Now, my only puzzling thing is, why now? I mean, I could have easily just started off the series with Leviathan at the Vault of Glass, and just have the speaker be the speaker and have everyone be who they are. But that wouldn't make it so memorable between the two, the dialogue between the two. At least in my opinion, I don't know about you. And so, I know this is not an actual League game, I'm just messing around, because the amount of lag I would have to face. But just imagine, the speaker only exists because he's part of the Traveler. Well, he understands the Traveler. And we're trying to tie in that relationship with him and Osiris to show that you need a particular bond with the Traveler in order to become the speaker for it. Which I find pretty cool. That's my opinion. This is, when we get to Destiny 2, things will get more canon. Things will be a lot more, will make a lot more sense. Don't get me wrong, we'll still have the original, the cycle that happens, which is you have the reincarnate, the disciple, and the legacy. We'll still have that. But it'll be a little bit different, because now I'm not sure if I'm going to kill off any of the old people. Which, as you guys know, if you watch the Age of Triumph, the Shenanigan King post, you guys know that there are 3 other characters, which one of them you guys are starting to know more of, is Rin. Rin, Courtney, Chris, and Zeus. We'll make that 4, sorry. But those characters are very pinnacle to the next chapter of the next segment, the next trilogy, which of the Paradox series. So right now, the Paradox team is wrapping up the Vanilla Destiny, the Dark Below, and House of Wolves part. That's not the hard part. It is getting to the point where when we introduce the Taken King, everything starts to make more sense. And I feel like Paradox is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, only for the reason that you don't really you don't really understand much, and it's not supposed to be like that, because it's a paradox. Because it takes a while for it to reach its full circle, and I've already wrote drafts for the very last book, and same thing for the everything else. But it's just gonna take a while for me to actually get out. Now you see why. Now you see why I don't live stream, because the amount of lag that you guys are probably getting. Oh, he's mad, he's mad, he's so mad, he's so mad. Get the frick out of here. Oh, he's so mad. This Wolf, hey Wolfie. I'm such a bad guy. What am I doing? I can just go teleport. Boom. Alright, so let's just take a break for a minute. Let's do a chicken dance, why not? Alright, let's do that for a minute. And when we're talking about how Paradox should be operating, it was originally supposed to be operating as what was life before Destiny, and how it then eventually segued into becoming Destiny. I'm not sure I really want to. I stayed away from that because I want to try to get closer to what the game is, and what it isn't. And really, the story is really about Leviathan and Rin. It has its side characters and it has its side plots, but in reality, it is really about how a father and daughter help each other over time, and how there are things that can hinder it and some things that can benefit it, and then how it's basically more of the development portion of it. And it's 6 minutes in and no one's watching. Wow. No, it's 14 minutes in. Okay. Sorry about that. I am Busbeats. I was looking at the top clock up here, but I'm looking at my streaming clock and it says 14. I'm like, okay. Just find it fun. I'm gonna escape this. It's a game. Leave game. Instead of I'm gonna leave this for a bit, because there's really no point in me doing League right now. Matter of fact, let's pull up a Destiny 2 photo. There we go. That seems better. No, I'm kidding. Not gonna do that to you guys. Suave Nasus. By the way, hopefully you guys enjoyed the new mic. Let me go see what you guys have over here. Bungie. Who is it? Yo, it's Z-Pack. What's up, girl? Hey, how you doing? Who's your good puppy? Who's your good baby? Aw, it's my doggy. Who my D-Cane? Who my good D-Cane? Yes, you are my D-Cane. No, no bitey. No bitey. I will slap you. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna abuse you. You're my baby. You're my baby. Who my baby girl? Who my baby girl? Oh, come here. Come here. Okay, go kill yourself then, I guess. Okay, as you guys know, that's me. Too much. Refresh the page. As I now see that I am no longer important in life. Okay. Don't forget about Dre. Good song, by the way. Zena! Oh, you actually respond to your name now. That girl. Hey, don't lay on my bed. What do you think you're doing? I'm not laying there. I'm not laying with you right now. I'm not moving. I am not moving from this chair. I hope you know that. Go get your boyfriend. Alright, so the boyfriend called her. That's nice. As I move away from my chair to pick up something. So, still no one watching. That's nice. Okay. So, Paradox is going to be the setup to what is Leviathan. And that's what it is. It's so much more than just about us fighting the darkness. It is about what happens when you take the best people of their time and put them through this. It's really about looking more deep into what is it like being a guardian. I mean, yeah, you could say, yeah, you have a gun, you have a subclass, you have this thing to do, but it seems so two-dimensional to me. There's no development. Yeah, there's development in how strong you become and what you know and learn, but there's nothing really there. It may seem kind of weird, but we don't know a lot about our characters. We just know that we're a guardian. So, taking this into account, why? Why do we just know that, oh wait, well, welcome to that one person. You probably don't even have a Google account, so rip your life. But anyways, we don't know a lot about our characters other than we're just a guardian. We go out, we fight the darkness, big deal. Where's the character development in that? Besides us getting gear and loot. Yeah, by the way, in Destiny 2, there will be a ton of loot. That's it. And everyone cheers. Cool. But there's no... I'm hoping for Destiny 2 that there's so much story in it. I think we gag about how much story is in it. Okay, so someone just messaged me. Alright. And I kind of hope that we... Oh, this is really good food. Hold up. On point. 10 out of 10. Not sponsored. But Starburst sour gummies are the best. Not sponsored, by the way. Not sponsored once more. Jarritos Mandarin soda is really good. Yeah, that guys, it's Dreadganior approved. Imagine that. Dreadganior actually likes something other than killing Guardians in the Crucible. Okay, let's get out of here. This is like cancer. Oh, well, that's also my main, so let's not talk about it. Live Q&A stream that you listen to. Yeah, I do a lot of subscribing. We're not going to look at all the old footage I have of here, because this is just cancer. It's just pure cancer. We good? Yeah, we good. So, Stitch! Stitch, get over here. No, Stitch! My dogs, huh? Okay, so we just lost a viewer. Alright, so... Where was I? God, I had to point to all this and just started to forget. What's wrong with me? Alright, one second. I have to text someone real quick. Bingo. Bingo. Bungo. Okay. So, there's not much else to say because no one's asking me questions. But I'm talking. Actually, one second. I gotta go shut my door. Because I'm probably talking like really loud. Alright, so anyways. I'm gonna start answering a few of my own questions that I probably never get to answer to you guys in the forums. 1. What inspired me to create half the characters I did? Well, I could say that James Stryker is based off my dad. Yo, hold up. Alright, sorry about that. I forgot about that. But James Stryker is based off of primarily my dad. But the relationship Leviathan and Rin have is based off my dad and my sister. Because father-daughter. Oh, right. Yeah, so one of my friends and I are going to play League later tonight. I won't be streaming that because I am lazy. And B, it'll just jack up my Wi-Fi to no return. So don't expect to stream on that. But anyways. I'm trying to beat as much sugar as I can to stay up late. It's 10:15. Typically go to bed around like 12. But I'm going to stay up till 2. So, Courtney Bray. That's an interesting one. Who did I base her off of? No one. I just actually just like, boom, just thought of it. Like, you know what? Let's have more of like text from Red versus Blue. Take that back. No. Yeah, more like text. Rin is actually based off one of my closer friends. And, which is kind of where I got the Rin and Zeus, not Rin and Zeus, the Rin and Chris type thing, which you'll hear more about later. And let's go back and forth to this stupid thing. Oh, yo, what's up, Overlord? Hey, alright, so Overlord, I got a few questions for you. What would you like to talk about in the first place? Digging holes with Badger. It's a nice name, by the way. You know, I'd give you props for creativity. Probably not gonna answer on time because it's probably like a 6 to 7 second delay, but even then, dude, you gotta try these. Not like I said, not sponsored. Starburst gummy sours are amazing. Yeah, try it again. That's my name. I like that name too. So, Courtney Bray, Brand, sorry, is really based off of a friend I had who was really. Oh, hold up. Oh, well, yeah, I know. Been there, man. Leviathan Striker was going to become this big channel too, but never really got there, so. And I use it primarily for DFP and and for some other projects of mine, but nothing too big. God, I'm gonna get fat one day, jokingly. Ooh. All right. So, sorry, going back on topic. Rin is very uptight, and as her name is in Japanese, if I can find it, I will literally pull it up for you as we are doing this. No, you don't want that. Okay. Here it is. Rin. Get ready for this. Rico. Where? Rin. Cold, dignified. Right there. Right there. Rin is. That's exactly preferred. That actually defines Rin. Cold, dignified, and severe. But her mom. If I can find it. Okay. If I can find it somewhere, I say yo. Yeah, no, this is what we call a unorganized stream. Miko, Nico, ni. Shh. Let's talk about that. Koro, Manami, Mariko, Masako, Masami, Masio, Mika, Nico. Feel like it's me. I feel like it's Miyoko, but at the same time I feel like it's not. So I'm gonna go back to my paradox writing, which here it is. Miko. It was Miko. I was right. Haha. Miko. There's Mika. But there's Miho. Miko. No Miko? Really? No Miko. Are you serious? Okay. Well, anyways, you get the idea. But Miko means beautiful child. Probably spelled it wrong then. Mariko. Oh, it's Meiko. May. Yeah, I was right. Meiko, dancing child. Alright, there it is. So I just spelled it wrong. Rip my life. So, and there's a reason why there is that to it, because of Leviathan. Spoilers, he does end up singing to Rin a lot. And it's more of like a lullaby. Alright, why did I decide to give Rin the name Rin? Well, first off, let's talk about the meaning of the name Rin. And Rin means cold, dignified, and severe. If you look at the prologue of the very first section, Rin is very cold to James. Like, she has like that little cold shoulder to him. Like, she's very on top of things with him. And even in her introduction later on, to when she meets the other crew members, she is very cold. And she doesn't start warming up until later on. But it's a person who gets her to warm up is, of course, her father. And it's his trust, or rather, the trust that they have with each other, that she's able to open up. So, Rin, she is very insecure and she has trust issues per se. She's very independent. How about that? Let's put it there. If you were to say, here's the guy, he'll take care of you for the rest of her life, she'll like say, no, I'm fine on my own. Give him to someone else. So Rin is really a strong, independent person, and really, I have a lot of those types of female role here in the story where you have a strong, independent female lead. And I mean, well, Courtney, Michael, and Tara are not really exceptions, but they have the quality of starting to warm up. Tara isn't always strong and independent. She kind of was always looking for someone. As you already know, Anna was already with James, so she wasn't really independent. She's independent by herself, obviously. She can be, but she likes being with someone. Let's see. Meiko, her and Leviathan already had somewhat of a thing going on since Fall to Glass, which means he was 16. She's his age, so 16. But Courtney is really this one that when she first met Zeus, spoilers, they were butting heads all the time. Where he would just be running gun, take him out, let's get going. But Courtney would be like, okay, let's take a minute, let's see what's going on, strategically plan all this, almost like a Titan, even though she's a hunter. So eventually came to a playstyle where they would plan it out, but just like execute right away, where they would just run and gun through it at the same time. But Rin really is kind of a pull away through that, because if you look, it's kind of like Xayah and Rakan. If you play League of Legends, you kind of know where I'm pulling this from. But Xayah and Rakan, Warlock. I don't think I said Warlock at all. I don't. Did I? Great. Now I'm going. Thanks, Overlord. Now, okay. Okay. It's fine. But Warlocks are the next subject about Rin. Rin, I would like to. There's a lot of mixes between in the Striker family, because remember, you have James, who is. Oh, okay. You meant that the Warlocks do the more strategy more than. Okay, sorry, my bad. I always thought that since Titans were more the military-based class, they would be the more strategic ones. Thank you for collecting Overlord. I know you're the more. Oh, by the way, guys, Overlord is one of the writers on the Paradox team, and he will. I'm actually gonna make him admin on the chat soon. So, hip hip hooray for Overlord for keeping me in line for my story. Wonderful co-writer, by the way. Him, Fort Max, Fox Burton, Grafthurst Hammers, Cyborg 2569. My strategy is usually that when I see an enemy, I punch it. If it gets up, punch it again. Rinse and repeat. Classic. See, if I'm a hunter, I have a throwing knife, and I have gambling daggers on. Rinse and repeat, buddy. Pray I miss. So Overlord is the PvE lore type. I'm the PvP I will murder you type. Same premise. We both want to murder you. Just one. I'm actually murdering your guardian. He's murdering aliens. It's great. But I feel that the Striker family, since it's tied to. Well, sorry. Let me take you up to the first thing. Rizal is here. The most overpowered guardian, not really overpowered, but he was one of the original guardians. But his powers did not transcend to his son. Why? Well, we know that the Traveler blesses people with his light. It's not like it's given to you by genetics. It can be, but that's not how it works. It'd be like some kind of artificial light. And I'll explain to the science of that later. But James was not blessed with light, and for a specific reason. It is because Leviathan, this guy is like the Thanos of the Paradox universe. If you don't know who Thanos is, he's like the big bad wolf of the freaking Marvel Cinematic Universe, where he knows that the moment he steps in, people tremble, and he has like this Infinity Gauntlet. Later. But that's what Leviathan is. He knows every little detail. And what Leviathan did is that he figured out that there needed to be a system where the Traveler needed someone to go out, find someone who can communicate the ideals of the Traveler to someone else. Or to, rather, the civilians, and thus the speaker was born. The speaker position was born, but it was never really given right away. See, remember we went through Ultima Ratio, Gideon Purge, Sivirus, Rengar, Rengis, Falcom Skimmis, Osiris. None of them had a speaker at all. But when you get to James and Osiris and Leviathan, you started having that because there was more developed civilizations. The city wasn't really around until the end of Falcom Skimmis and the beginning of Osiris's reign. And a little bit of Leviathan's beginning too. So that's when the city was born around that era. Everything beforehand was just dark and light. Now you could make a joke saying that Shax kicked a soccer ball into deep space, and whatever the ball did not touch was darkness, and the ball ended up going to become Traveler. I get the joke. Shax jokes, I'm terrible at them. Overlord and all my buddies, freaking amazing at them. But just James never had that ability, so he becomes the speaker. Now, after having a son named Leviathan, with spoilers again, Marasov. When Shax took off his helmet, the darkness left. That was the collapse. There it is. There's the Shax jokes for you guys. But yes, Overlord has some really good Shax jokes. So if you ever want to see meet a Destiny comedian, he's one for you. So when Leviathan was born, he was blessed with it. Matter of fact, he wasn't really blessed with it. He already had it, because he's just a reincarnate of his former self. How does that work? He's born as the same genetic code or genes as the previous Leviathan. The light recognizes it. Boom. Remember, Ghost chooses their guardian based off of certain qualities. Well, similar thing happened. Osiris saw Leviathan being born between James and Mara, gave the child light, which he gets the information from Leviathan. Everything comes from Leviathan, and that's kind of a big deal, because it's like, why do you have such a Mary Sue, such an overpowered character within the series? He's actually not overpowered in the grand scheme of things. We'll get to that in a minute. But we go down again, where he has his first child, Rin. And Rin is pure darkness. But Leviathan is light. Then where does the darkness come from? And this is a question I do get asked a lot, is where does she get the darkness? Well, fun fact, you know the Oversoul in Crota's Raid? Chance. Yeah, oh, Chance, you're still up. Chance, meet Overlord. Overlord, meet Chance. Chance, Overlord is my co-writer, and Overlord, Chance is my friend's boyfriend. Not sponsoring yet again. Jarritos Mandarin soda is like really on point tonight. And no chance, I will not be gaming tonight. Not for a little bit longer. I still have to get this Paradox stream done. That's going to be about 2 hours long, because how much information is going to be on it. Well, Chances also runs with the old writer. Everyone just dab. I just dabbed, by the way. So anyways, when we're looking at the at where Rin gets her powers from, she gets her powers from her mom. But in the Oversoul raid, in the Crota's raid, when the Oversoul is about to explode, basically, it infects Mako, and it corrupts her, almost like Dragon was corrupted by Thorn. So when Leviathan gets his final slam on Crota and killing him, he obviously takes out the Oversoul, but he sees Mako is like basically dying. Now, granted, they don't have to have their daughter yet. So she wanted to have a daughter. So Leviathan donates, and she ends up having the daughter. But around that time, not even around that time, she dies in childbirth, basically. Rin doesn't even know her mom. Oh, Chance, you don't even understand anymore. Yeah, because you still don't even read it. I send you all the links, but you don't even read it. And I'm like, oh, thanks, bud. So, she dies giving birth to Rin, and now Leviathan is the parent. Don't call... Alright, sweet Overlord. And Chance, don't. We don't say that name in chat. Oh, I thought I sent you. Oh, I probably sent you a different. I thought I sent someone else the link then. But anyways, where she gets her powers from is from the product of her mom. It basically, it was still going corrupting her inside and out, but it reached Rin. So when it reached Rin, she was like, picture a thrall coming out of its cocoon for the first time. That's what it was like for Rin. It was like a baby thrall in an awkward sense. It's just really weird. But anyways, Leviathan ends up, I can't say adopting because it was already his child, but he ended up taking up more of that father role. Alright, see, I'll send you the links, Chance, later, dude. But he ended up taking up this father role for her. And at first, he wasn't, he was going to be like this mentor, but he ended up becoming more of a father, like full-time, I take care of you thing. So, obviously, I can't say obviously. So later on, that's where she gets her powers from. And the Ahamkara is a gift to Rin, like a more of a birthday gift, to Rin because he needs a companion when he's not around. So Shade is an actual character. He does play a role, especially in King's Fall. So that's where Rin gets her powers from. Let's see, is there any other questions you have for me, Overlord, or you think you're good? Oh. These things are evil. Okay. Moving on. So, Zeus, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. Because Terra, oh god, more spoilers. Okay, so I'm in the, if you go to Bungie, back, make that now. Okay, so if you go to the DFP, and then you want to go to valuable links, and then you should go to, not me, but go to FoxBurton99. It's fine, I don't mind if you keep cutting me off. No, everyone does it, even in school. So, Saturdon, who is she? Oh, okay, I'm gonna text her in live. Okay, that's, yeah. So, it's under Foxburn, not me, because since I'm not, like, lore-based, I'm not supposed to be on the DFP team. I'm only on it because people actually like my stuff. So, in your face, Bungie. Dab. Oh, I got it, yeah. Sorry, I have to text. Yeah, I don't care if you guys see who I'm texting. It's not a big deal. So, yeah, it's under Foxburton. But Zeus is the exact opposite. His mother is, shocker, the daughter of Osiris. Now, well, he created a daughter for himself. She's literally made out of light, basically. And so, either that or I can actually find a companion for him. Probably Eris Morn, as a joke. Or maybe even Marsoff. Let's do that. I'm kidding. Let's not do that. That'd be weird. But But anyways, Terra is the daughter of Osiris, and so you can obviously see that she is very light oriented to Leviathan light oriented, having Zeus. Zeus is he does he doesn't know to use a golden gun. He doesn't know to use hammers. He's okay. We're good. He doesn't know to use hammers. He's really he knows how to do obviously Fist of Havoc, major one. Anything that's arcane, he can do in a heartbeat. Anything void, easy. But instead of having a golden gun or well, he knows how to do Sunsinger stuff as well. But instead of like having hammers, he has the Titan's Immolation Fist. He has like a limited amount of those. So if he combines that with Fist of Havoc, Jesus, it's just God, no, no, don't get me wrong, because he is he's not more overpowered than his father. Okay, thoughts on the speaker being present before the city, before the... Okay, so, thoughts on that. Well, I always thought that the speaker was rather a title, which is why I did the whole James Stryker thing. Okay, what do you want? Yo. I might have to leave the live stream because my friend might be calling me. But... Oh, it's fine. Dude, if you want me to go into like this giant spiel about Destiny 2 when I think of it, type it. Because I can do an entire Destiny 2 rant right now. And probably... Yo! Sorry, I just like really lit. Like G-lit. Like, that's how lit that is. Okay, so I'll just do an entire Destiny 2 rant because that'll just save me time. But Destiny 2, I feel it's going in what I like to call the glory days of Halo. If you're not a Halo fan, kill yourself. Literally, just cut yourself to death. I don't know what I need to do to tell you how important to me Halo was back in the days of elementary school. I didn't play it, but my friends did, and it had such a good story. It was like the campfire. It was like the campfire story. You're just sitting there by the campfire. You had that one friend that played like so much Halo. Oh. Are you leaving? Don't leave me. I can't do these rants on my own. If you leave, I have to cut the live stream down to 10 minutes short, man. Ah, oh my. Oh no. It's time to die. Okay. No, don't actually. I was joking, man. Don't actually do that. Halo to me was like the glory days of Bungie. Oh, I didn't play it either. I just knew the story well enough to explain it. But the way it's going, I love it. It's like Borderlands 2 mixed with Halo with a Destiny flair to it. And that's what I like about it. I want to beat the living crap out of Gaul. Sorry, did I say Gaul? I meant Gary. But at the same time, I want to be like, bro, you're chill. I want to take over the world with you. I just hope that they drive it to the core of what Destiny should have been, and it should have been like Halo in the sense of story. PvP, I feel like there could have been something a little bit better. I know what they're doing. They're doing something called the 3-4s rule and the 3-5s rule. Very common in League of Legends, very common in CSGO. In CSGO, and even in Destiny, you saw some of this. So I'm going to point out a map for you. Pantheon, it followed by the 3-3 rule, which is 3 major lanes and 3 minor lanes. So obviously you had your 3 lanes in Pantheon. You had your left flank, your mid flank, and your side and your right flank. But you also had your mid, if you would face the map horizontally from Waterfall, you had Waterfall. You had to cut back from Alpha Spawn and Bravo Spawn. So it followed 3-3-3. But now what they're doing is a 3-4s rule. So now there's more. It's 3 major lanes, 4 minor lanes, which allows a lot more. I like to say allows for a lot more sniping lanes per se. Like you can do a lot more within those lanes. You can like shotgun rush. You can do sniping. You can do fusion. You can swoop all you want. Grenade launch into corridors. It allows so much more than just the 3-3 rule. Don't get me wrong. I love the 3-3 rule so much. It was like Sniper Central in Year 1. And Shotgun Central too. But I also don't like the nerf to snipers still. I feel like snipers, if you hit someone, they should be dead like CSGO with the op. One shot, one kill. But unfortunately, I still see headshot. Which I understand it's console, but on PC, I don't know a lot of people who are going to know how to go for headshots because they're used to CSGO. Which is fine. Let them double body. That's Saturn. Hold up. No. Alright, so I feel like it's going in the right direction, but I feel like there could be so much more that could be done to do it. Speaking of which, I will now be posting, I'll let you start reading the next chapter for Paradox. Oh, they can one-shot body shot. That's awesome. Alright. So if they can, then it's just like CSGO. In that case, let's do this. And I feel, and that's why I'm not gonna do PC because I am not that good at it. I mean, now don't go looking at my previous League of Legends videos and CSGO videos and say, oh yeah, he's actually bad. But if you watch me play League of Legends now, it's a lot better than what it was back in the day. Alright, you'll be right back. Alright. So, Destiny 2 is on the right track. I liked how they made all the subclasses more versatile and can do so much more than what they already could have done. What I don't like is the limited amount of perk choices, or rather combinations you can do. Because right now I do Chain of Woe and Gunslinger's Persistence on my Gunslinger because I like the reload, I like the stability, and it allows me to have a stable gun with fast reload. So if I don't have Outlaw or any of the stability perks on my guns, I can just use that and I'll be fine. Not only does it reward sharpshooting, but it rewards a skilled hand at the same time. Same thing with my throwing knives and my grenades. My build is really based on precision, which is a big deal for a gunslinger. My only fear is that when they're doing Destiny 2, no, it's not like competitive mode, obviously, is that there's really no dedicated servers per se. And Destiny has the potential to become a really competitive game. Let's look at Trials, for example. If they made Trials into a fully dedicated server, my god, that would be insane. And if we started having Team Resolute, Big Team, Primal, Triple Wreck, Marksman 1, Ambush, those teams are really good teams. And okay. Wait, my husband's too super soured. Okay, so someone's back. Well, if you're new to the stream, welcome. If not, welcome back. Okay. So, anyways, I finished all my candy already. That's pretty bad. So anyways, as I was saying, Destiny 2 is going in the right direction overall. I feel like the cinematics are wonderful. The UI there was a slight change to it, but I'm not complaining because it was an improvement. The UI of the cartoonish yet so realistic feel makes it feel like home. I don't want like this super Call of Duty-ish feel game, nor do I want a game that's like overly like underwhelming as well. Destiny has like this nice in between feel that makes it feel like home. And so anyways, I feel like it could be I feel like with everything that's going on with it, it's gonna be good. No, I don't like that it's gonna take a little bit longer for the PC to get it. I know it's a big complaint. I just don't care because I'm not playing on PC. I already got my pre-order and everything. Got the digital deluxe, so I get the 2 expansions. I get the emote swords and stuff like that for free. Oh, that's a burp. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, so I just feel like there's a lot to it, and right now I'm still hyped for it. I'm very hyped for it. I got back on the Destiny hype train a while back, and yeah. Also, I also have my own competitive team, so obviously you have to be hyped for it 24/7. And let's go play some music in the background because nice it's obliteration. Let's play. Ooh. Oh, actually, no, that's a bad move. Because I could get copyright for that. Well, you guys are all seeing all my music. Okay. So, I have nothing to play. I mean, I typically play like music in the background when I'm streaming. So, I mean, I guess it wouldn't really hurt to play. Tempted, sort of. No, we're not doing it. Boom. We resist the temptation. Okay. So, in conclusion, I feel like Destiny has so much more potential to it. Not just in PvE, but in PvP as well. And that's something you hear someone say every day, especially when it comes to Destiny. Right now, Destiny's feeling pretty stale. Only for the reason that there's really not a lot of content. I mean, I haven't played the raids and all, so I've still to do that. But overall, I mean, there's really not much left to say or do within the Destiny community. I would use photo booth, but you guys would see me, and that's a no bueno. I mean, if you want to see me, I mean, here, let me do this for you. Boom. Here. Here's a nice photo of me. Just kidding. It's Fathe Nass's. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look how perfect that face is. That mustache right there. Oh my god. It's freaking amazing. That luscious pixelated mustache. My god. You don't get that much finer than that, Decane. Okay, sorry, I'm getting a little bit off topic. Speaking of Decane, kidding. Portrait Recon, screenshot. What's this? Okay. Totally not weird. Back to Paradox. Okay, so where was that? So Zeus is light wielding. Okay, Immolation Fist. He's like unlimited. Immolation Fist. There we go. And his Stormcaller ability is almost like the new Roaming Titan super, except like every time he puts his hand on the ground, like, or in this case, he has to be in his fallen form to use his super. That's how it is. His super is binded with his fallen form, which is pretty cool. And I'm back. Oh yes, you're back. Okay, so right now we're talking about Zeus and his fallen form and how it is binded to his light. So if you have seen the introduction to Zeus that I posted in the group chat, which I will now pull that up for you. I think it's my dad's home. I honestly don't care. Here it is. So this is where this is kind of like a rough introduction to this is like the beginning of King's Fall right here, and I'll put in my notes because I feel like you guys want to see this a little bit better. Boom, boom, and I know my streaming quality isn't the best, so I'm trying to make this as easy for you guys as possible. But if you read this segment, Zeus is really just like a monster. That's what he is. He's not. He's less human. Zeus isn't really human at all. If you look at James, he's fallen human mix, but he leans more on the human side. But Zeus, he's more beastly. It's kind of how he is, and it gets that really from his. Can't say his father, but more or less his grandfather. Because how that works is that when James had the blood of the fallen inserted to him, it wasn't a dominant gene. His human cells were the dominant force. It just so happened that it mixed perfectly within his bloodstream. But as he went down the generation, it basically faded away as a recessive gene. It was dominant within James, but it became recessive within Leviathan. But the recessive gene became active because the dominant wasn't present, so he's more fallen than he is human. So Zeus, when he is in his human state, yes, he has the enhanced strength, the enhanced speed and all that, and the enhanced reflexes, but he cannot use light. But he is a light bearer, but his light bearing abilities do not come out until he's in his fallen form. It's almost like if I were to bind Q to my gaming mouse, which is right next to me, which I'm holding in my hand. Only Q will be only the button Q will be used on my mouse, like right there. That's my mouse. Now W is on my keyboard, but my E is binded to my bottom mouse button. See? Which actually, this is my bindings for League of Legends, by the way. Q, W, E, R. And R is also bounded to my keyboard, so. Boom. So, you can see that. Which is kind of weird when I'm typing, because I have to use my mouse when I'm typing. Like, if I'm typing, quarter to quarter, I have to do, like. And it's just really weird. Anyways, let's not get into that. It's like really weird when I'm writing, and I sometimes actually have to turn off those types of things. But it's really just binded to that certain part of him, and so I find that pretty fun to work with. There's a lot of running jokes I already have. It's like one of my friends, and I was writing this at school, and she's like, "So if a human were to have intercourse with Zeus, would that actually work?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Well, could it? I'm like, probably. It's like, well, you already have all this other genetic stuff. I'm like, no, let's not talk about that. I get up and I walk away and I crack my back. So, crack the toes and wrist because I have wrist pain. And here we go. There we go. So, that's really it about the Striker bloodline. Chris, he's actually a mute. Chris does not talk well, I mean, he does talk with his new exobot. Oh, sorry. Okay, so Randalora in him. Does that mean the Vex has infected him? The Vex so Zeus, prior to being held captive, is a scientist. He was a field agent to go out and just like test things out. But he accidentally got really mad during the excavation in the Undying Mind when 2 of his teammates got killed and basically single-handedly tore out the eye of the Undying Mind and ripped it apart. and he went on this giant rampage in the city, killing 3,000 Guardians. Literally killing them. Killing them and their ghosts. So he was basically charged with third-degree murder, manslaughter, and was sentenced life in prison. So what he did, though, is that he made an enhancement to himself where he can self-heal without a ghost. He does not need a ghost. So the Vex are not trying to take control of Zeus at all. And remember, even if they did, Leviathan can actually stop that. Leviathan say, make him permanent. Leviathan already established himself as a permanent being within the time conflux. So he could actually do the same for his son. So let's just say hypothetically that were to occur. We could play out the scene of having Leviathan trying to take back his son from the Vex, which wouldn't be that hard, considering that Leviathan's vast knowledge about the Vex. Cough, cough. Oh, hey, yo, uncle. Oh, my uncle just texted me. Sorry, my uncle and we used to play CSGO together. But no, even if it did take him to consume him, Leviathan could pull him out and say, "Oh, hello, bro," and just take him out. Which I actually would be amazed if we could get that going, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. So I'm gonna hold off on that. He basically found a way to have things that he eats not control him. He eats Hive. He eats Fallen. Yes, he actually eats his own species. Cannibalism is what he feeds on, basically. So he's really like Warwick from League of Legends. Oh, this is already sound like League of Legends now. Rakan and Xayah, Rin and Chris, Warwick, Zeus, Leviathan. Could we say Azir? Yeah, we could say Azir. Leviathan is Azir. Twisted Fate could be Shin Malphur. Dragon Yor could be. No, Jinx could be Courtney, obviously. Echo could be Zoo. No. Well, I kind of ship Warwick and Jinx, anyways. Weird chip. We're not gonna talk about that. Terra. I'm not gonna get into what they're like and what they're not like. We're not gonna talk about that. It's just, but it's not really like they could take control of him because he doesn't allow it because he can self-heal himself. B, the Vex, if they wanted to take control of him, he's not really that worthy. Okay, I have to stop the stream. I'll continue this later, guys. And GG on.